when I source that information, I'm looking at the gaps, right?
Right.
Because the gap for InvestFest, for example, is nothing that they're doing on their end, right?
Right.
Not what Earn Your Leisure is doing. It's the gap between the audience that they're trying to convince to then do the thing that's in their own best interest as
Right.
far as coming up there. It seems like the people over at, when they send them these conferences over at Patrick Bet David, it's like they're already at a level to where they understand the value that they're gonna get, and so they're enthused about it.
Right.
They come in there to learn. They got the right mentality. It's just a different perspective of the audience that they're recruiting or that they're observing that then shows up to these master classes or over to these events. Versus over at InvestFest, it's like they doing it because they feel like they're doing it for the culture.
Fear of missing out.
Yeah. And it's a different mentality. They don't even come with the same enthusiasm.
They're hitting different levels, right? So, David Beck-Carroll and the people, it's like, even Grant Cardone's people, Cardone Ventures is completely different than Grant Cardone. Like, please believe that.
Yeah.
And so they go, what's preventing your business from doing A, B, and C?
Mm-hmm.
I go, my habits, my systems. Okay, well, when are you going to solve that?
Yeah.
When you're ready to solve that, come on through.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really like, people think, oh, they're hard pressured. No. They know, clearly you're here, you're watching.
They're not hard pressure at all.
You talking this, you know you're missing something. What's the next level? Because I mean, there was I think 2018, 2019, I spent, mostly 2019, 2020.
Mm-hmm.
I spent about $120,000 in like training and courses and marketing, all this stuff. And at the end of it, I got scratched the braids, you know what I'm saying? At the end of it, I was like, oh, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, I messed up this, right? And you can always start over and start from scratch. But like even with the affiliate marketing stuff, like the stuff I found in 4 hours.
Yeah.
Like just affiliates. And so the problem becomes we do business when we feel like it.
Mm.
A lot of us, like I'm a big supporter of black businesses. And it's like we do great business when we feel like it.
Yeah.
We do so business later. Mm-hmm. And then we do bad businesses like, well, give me a break, I'm a black business owner.
Yeah.
And we can't do that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It really hurts us. And it's the small things. It's the small things. And most people pick on black restaurants, and I'm like, okay, there's more than black people than black restaurants.
Yeah.
You actually look at the CDC numbers, and you go on blackdemographics.com for this. Most black people are in healthcare,
yep,
construction, waste management, and then lower down the level is like food service. Way down, like number 10. Yeah. So a lot of us are in healthcare, home healthcare services. A lot of us are doing healthcare supplies. Yeah. A lot of us are doing construction. So it's like, it's unfortunate that in our community, we overshadow regular black businesses to say, look at this food restaurant. Mm-hmm. Look at this black event. All these black people are grifters. No, at the end of the day, you don't know the information.
Yeah.
Your mommy and daddy did not give you the information. Don't be mad with me. Mm-hmm. Be mad with your parents. And you expect me to spend thousands of dollars elevating myself to just drain the rest of my life giving it away for free.
Yeah.
I could actually turn and hyper focus on my own family and build up like crazy in 3 years. Like I know several people that went from 3 million to 30 million in a 3-year window.
Yeah, it's possible too.
And it's very possible. And there's some people I know that made 40 and 60 million. They can never say that stuff anywhere on any marketing because y'all would attack them.
Yeah.
And we can't have that. That cannot be our, I would love to keep working with black people, but they're going to attack me. Like, what? Mm-hmm. That's insane.
I know a lot of people that's literally made tens of millions of dollars and they just stay low key now. They don't even show themselves. They don't even
go nowhere. They're like, all right, I'm good.
Yeah, a lot of them don't even talk about the type of money that they really have made.
They can't.
And they just stay out of the limelight. They just stay out of the way.
It's up here. It's mental.
Yeah.
Right? Like when we talk about 6-figure income, do you see the hate?
Just off 6 figures. And we ain't even talking about the upper 6 figures. We just talking about like 100, 110, 120, right?
They literally go, only 1% of men and only 2% of black people. And I go, that's like, why are you fighting to find the back door of life?
Yeah, I agree.
Right? Like the best thing that ever happened, when I tell people, move around. Some of the best things that are going to happen to some of these people, they're going to move to these other cities and be like, what? You pay me $80 for this? Mm-hmm. Let's go.
Yeah.
The reason I started doing Tech Tuesdays 3 years ago, I had all these tech friends who graduated college, graduated high school, from 21 to 32. They working. They traveling. They doing vacations. They got cars. Well, they decide to have children. Someone decide to get married. They taking six months off.
Yeah.
Still getting paid.
Yep.
They invested in their third, fourth rental. I went to a guy. His name is Lane Kowalski. It's cool. Simple Pathways to Cash Flow. And I was at one of his events, and everybody in there was an engineer. Well, he was an engineer. They have 700 members who've invested in properties. 628 are all tech people. The other 80 are business owners.
That's pretty impressive.
And so all the tech people, he's been able in the past 4 years to buy 37 mobile home parks and apartment complexes, like a combination.
Yeah.
Home parks, and everybody's like, dang, how y'all buying all these? High income job. There's only so many cars and crap and clothes and vacations you go on. By the third year you in your business or you in your high income job, well, now you start thinking, well, how many years I got to stay here?
Yeah.
Right? That's why they call them the golden handcuffs.
Yep.
You want to take this piece of money and you want to...
I can't walk away. They give me too much money.
They just give me an extra laptop and a
Yeah,
phone.
and then I also get the benefits that come along with it. So I ain't even got to buy my own health care. Like, it's crazy the amount of money that they giving me, even with bonuses and equity. My base is crazy, and then the equity and the bonuses that come along. I don't know how I go. And I make a lot of money, and that ain't even. And to get that on top of it, like, you see my laptop over there in real life. Like, I don't say what I can't tell people where I work at or nothing like that online, but in a general sense, I show my W-2 inside of the Patreon. It's crazy.
What people don't realize is there is an age bomb.
And
we need all these younger brown people to come into these spots. The money's there.
It is there.
Again, the reason there's a income report at the Instagram page where they walk around and ask people how much they make.
I watch it.
There's a black couple, and they like hitting them 30s. They got a little baby. They're like, oh, I make 125, and the husband, and they asked the wife was like, well, I saw my husband's job, and I was like, dang, I can do that in tech.
Yep.
I work with them, but at a different company. Oh, I make 125. People in the comments like, oh, they don't make 125, or they're mad and saying, well, they get underpaid.
No, they really do.
And I was like, they probably said less because they know how people are, and they family might be watching and they black.
Yep.
They probably both make 150 and is laughing all the way to the bank.
I coach people that are in cybersecurity. I coach some software engineers and stuff like that. And I know people, I know some travel nurses that I coach that actually leveraged, they made a lot of money during the pandemic and they leveraged all of their money. I know a travel nurse that actually, I coached him to just go ahead and sell his place. And he just moved a little bit of stuff that he had left inside of his mom's house. He don't even have a place, and he making it. All he doing is building houses now.
There's a travel nurse. The girl's the nurse. The husband's a respiratory therapist. During the pandemic, they worked nonstop, traveled all over the world. You know, the pandemic was what's going on. And he said they were so exhausted year 2, like at the end of year 2, they were like, we just gonna take a break. They ain't worked since.
Yeah.